I would be happy if you didn't do it. I really would. But you really gotta explain what the heck is going on. Yes, the one who killed her is one of you. One of the 14 that remain. So somebody here did it, but it wasn't Aster? Okay. Hi. I'm back with Friendly Facade. I know it's been a minute. This next chapter has been out for a while. I am a little bit scared to play this, but we're gonna play it. You know, I was left distraught last chapter. So, oh, also, if y'all didn't know, y'all actually been following this game and like it a bunch. Chapter 1 has voice acting now. I'm not gonna be replaying it for the channel or anything, but you know, if you want to play it yourself. And I actually got sent another game a little while ago, like months ago actually. But I plan on playing it for my channel's birthday, so that should be coming up soon. Before the day can begin, please answer the following questions. Alright, is it finna ask me questions I answered last episode? Yes, I did respond. Wait. Wait, it just asked me if I respond to any of them and that was it? I didn't even get the answer. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter for the chapter. Another offering. A rat. A pesky creature. When you think about it, humans and rats share many similarities. Rats. Wait, is this... Hold up, I'm trying to make sure the words aren't cut off of my screen this time. Because other times, it's cut off. Let me fix it. I think that's fine if I just push it up some. It's fine if the stuff up top is cut off. Okay, hold up, this music though. Okay, rats naturally find themselves separated into different colonies and tend to be aggressive with those outside their colony. Even within the colony, a hierarchy develops where the dominant rats have access to better food, nesting areas, and resources. Rats are also naturally neophobic, meaning they fear and avoid that which is new, what they do not yet understand. And all the while, they carry disease, disaster to everywhere they can spread their infestation. But when the scientist plucks a rat from its colony and delivers it to the lab and begins experimentation, we see a different behavior entirely. The hierarchy of the colony is no longer at play. Now the control rests solely in an overseer of the study. Slowly, with cheese and other pleasantries, the rat's behavior can be adjusted to whatever the scientist deems fit. But does that rat ever question the scientist? Does the rat stop to consider that the scientist may not have the rat's best interest in mind? Maybe it does. Of course not. You don't know that. The rat is satisfied in its complacency that is awaiting its next meal. You humans. You've allowed the Golden Foundation to claim more power than they even know what to do with. Like the rat, the human is only concerned with its immediate well-being, with its personal colony's well-being. No one thinks of the outsider. No one stops to help their fellow man. Even when the person is suffering, bleeding on the street, all alone, abandoned by everyone, with everything they've held dear having been stolen away from them, it's not as though they can't unsee it. It's not as though this is happening in some far-off distant land. They willfully turn a blind eye to her suffering. They choose ignorance and she paid the price. Humans are no better than rats. I suppose. That's what I am. A dirty, filthy rat without a colony to call my own. I'm so cold, so alone. Mother is gone, and yet she endures within me. And she hungers, Oh, how she hungers. Another offering. I need not your bones or your flesh. The blood. Mother craves your blood. Drink deep, pure mother. You're all that I have, all that I am. I cannot bear to lose you again. Hey, Maggie, breathe. No, I don't think I will actually. I think I probably just gonna, stop until I pass out, I guess. Come on now. In and out. In and out. Maggie, look at me. You need to focus on your breathing. No, I don't think I will actually. I don't think so. Zoya! Aster, oh my god. What the hell is wrong with you? A murderer. Careful. Keep your distance. Fuck, we can't just leave this bitch be. Do not engage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shit. Put your hands up. Calvin. Aster, say something, would you? Oh my gosh. Girl, what are you gonna say? This is for mother? What's the point? Seems like you've already concluded that I'm the one responsible. So you didn't do this? Did you not? Who else did it? Who did it? The fuck do you mean? You're standing here covered in blood, right next to Zoya. No, a corpse. You humans are all the same. Jumping to conclusions, pawning the blame off onto a scapegoat to ease your minds. So what, were you trying to get her down? I would be happy if you didn't do it. I really would. But you really gotta explain what the heck is going on. Aster, you're implying that you are not the one responsible? Yes. Okay, that's good. Inconceivable. Incomprehensible. I demand more. Prove your innocence. Proof? Yes, it's here, but But what? Your guilt is palpable. I refuse. Huh? Excuse me? And I don't think the Golden Foundation is gonna be like, gonna prove that she didn't do it. Or are they? I know ain't no way Zoya did this herself. Or at least I pray, I hope not. Oh gosh. Excuse me? You're not in any position to refuse. If you have evidence, then present it. Forget it. Think what you want. Aster, please. Please tell me you didn't do this. Tell me that this is another of the Golden Foundation's tricks. Zoya was my friend. She was a free spirit, full of emotion and boundless potential. I believed in her. I wanted her to be okay, but now... Show me that this isn't what it looks like. If it turns out you really did this to her, I'll never forgive you. Come on, Aster. Well, isn't this just something? Huh? I knew I wouldn't have to wait long for this after what I told you yesterday. So Zoya was the unlucky victim, huh? It seems you already understand what that means, but I'll confirm it regardless. Yes, the one who killed her is one of you, one of the 14 that remain. So somebody here did it. But it wasn't Aster? No. I don't want to believe it. This has to be a nightmare. But now that Richard said it, everything feels so much more real. Zoya, she's really dead. Just yesterday, she was shining so bright. She was on the brink, but things were starting to look up for her. For that to now be taken away, I can't believe it. There's no way I could have known this would happen. There's nothing I could have done to stop this. There's so many emotions welling up inside me, all of them negative. I really don't know if I'll be able to go on. But the one responsible for this? Aster? Could it be? How? After something like this, how do I know who I can trust? Who here could be capable of doing something so monstrous? So what's gonna happen now? Since somebody clearly killed her and it seems like it wasn't herself. So, let's cut to the chase, shall we? I'm sure you remember what I explained yesterday, as it is pertinent, whatever, to your survival. Once one of you kills someone, a certain procedure needs to be followed. You who have drawn first blood, you've proven that you have the mettle and desire to become an agent of the Golden Foundation. Now you must undergo one final challenge to prove your worth. If you succeed, you will be free of this place. The Golden Foundation will welcome you with open arms. Well, it's going to be revealed who did it because we won't have the team. We're going to be basically battling against them, right? So, if you succeed, you will be free of this place. And the Golden Foundation will welcome you with open arms. And the rest of your neighbors will be disposed of. But if you fail in this challenge, you will be the one who is disposed of, and the Isolated Society study will continue. So without any further ado, I'll unveil what the challenge will be this time around. Are you gonna unveil who did it? This one's a well-known classic. We'll be holding a trial to deduce who could have murdered poor Zoya. Okay, so we had to hold a trial. That's ass. I'm sorry. I mean, I thought we was gonna immediately get into whatever games or challenges, not have to deduce who killed him, but great. That's so wonderful. A trial? Indeed. You will be allotted in this span of time to investigate the crime scene and gather evidence from all over the facility. Oh gosh. Once the time is up, you will all gather in the room of the judgment. That is, the room in the back of the town hall where Amelia met her demise. Okay, so I'm probably going to end this video when I'm done doing the investigation. Once you're there, you engage in the trial to determine the murderer. The trial will be conducted using a special format that I will explain later. For now, just focus on gathering as much evidence as possible. Cause of death, locations, time. You'll need it all. The conditions for your victory should be obvious. Okay, so basically, this is we are getting a Danganronpa treatment. We're doing a trial and not more challenges. Oh, he did say challenges were over though anyway. I'm tripping. Yeah, if the killer can get away with their crime without being convicted with the proper evidence, they complete their challenge. In that case, everyone besides them dies. If the killer is found guilty, then they alone will perish, and the rest of you can continue fruitlessly, sitting on your thumbs. Is that all we've been doing? Oh, I see. And all the excitement. I had almost forgotten your interruption of my plans yesterday. I don't see what you hope to gain by pressing me on it now, but don't think you have any hope of escaping from this place. Go ahead and try. That faint hope will only plunge you into deeper into despair. But for now, I'd say you have more pressing problems. See you in a bit. Oh my gosh. Okay. Why'd you go and bring that up? There's a chance he didn't notice, right? I mean, probably not, but Risha sees and hears everything we do down here. He knows. He seems confident that escape isn't possible, even with our progress yesterday. And it would seem someone agreed with him. So that's how it is, Aster? Are we humans not good enough for you? You don't understand a thing. Slinging accusations now is pointless. Try investigating first. What more evidence could we possibly need? Maybe she was trying to get Zoya down, man. Which I don't understand why you would do, actually. But, you know, if evidence is what you want, that's what we'll do. I'm going to frisk her. Someone cover me. Do not touch me. Ah, what the fuck? Be careful, she might be dangerous. Well, hold her down, I don't know. First, you claim to have evidence, yet refuse to show it, and now you refuse to allow us to search your person? It's baffling how suspicious all of this is. She does have a point, though. I'm not saying I think she's innocent, but it's true that this calls for a thorough investigation. What? Seriously? All I'm saying is that we can't take what we see at face value. I'm inclined to agree. We've been given the time, so we best make use of it. However, the matter of Aster cannot be ignored. Calvin, Patrick, let's relocate her to the jail for the time being. The rest of you stay back. We have reason to believe she's still armed. If an investigation is what you want, then come quietly so that we may conduct one. Oh, mother. Very well, lead the way. Make sure she doesn't try to covertly discard anything on the way over. Yes, sir. Well, see you, the rest of you later then. Okay. I need to get up. This investigation. I need to be able to participate. This is just too much. That's overwhelming. I can't believe it's real. Murder investigations are the kinds of thing I've only seen on TV and in movies. But now I had to participate in one where my friend is a victim. Hey, Maggie, you good? No, I'm not. Blake? A bit ago, you helped me to stay calm, to breathe. Well, I don't suppose you wanted to puff on my inhaler. No, that's not. Hey, don't mention it, okay? Listen, I wanted to ask you something. You were the first one at the scene of crime, yeah? I heard a crash over on the side of the facility and rushed right over. On the way, it was your scream. I heard, wasn't it? Yeah, that's true. Was that statue right here? Because it was so, how did it get separated? That's right. There's so many thoughts swirling around in my head. I need to get them straight. I was making my way to the store when I heard that loud noise. Just like Blake, I ran over to the park immediately. It was there that I saw that gruesome sight. I'm not sure exactly what happened after that, but everyone gathered at the park, probably after hearing the scream I let out. I don't suppose you caught Aster stringing her up like that or anything, did you? No, nothing like that at all. Everything was over and done with, the same as when you all arrived. Damn, it's no smoking gun, huh? Well, no more smoking guns. Sorry. Wait, there was something. It's what she said. Please, this blood. Tell me it's not too late. Mother, does this satisfy you? Oh, was she trying to just use Zoya's blood for some sacrifice? Since it was already there? I don't understand how this even happened. Who could have possibly done this? Wait. Is that something pulling her to the building? Isn't that Mason's pull-a-thon thing? But I think we took that. hold up. I still don't understand how this statue got up. So somebody set up an intricate thing to somehow, how in the, okay. It ain't time for that yet. That's right. Her expression, that voice, is the same desperation she had last night. That's what happened to Zoya? What she wanted to do to me? Oh gosh. Wait, this has to do with this mother of hers? I thought that was some kind of, I thought she kind of just murdered something. I thought that was kind of just something she mothered to herself. I never considered what she meant by it. I don't know either, to be honest. Well, it was worth keeping in mind at the very least. Thanks, Maggie. Oh, looks like he's getting up. Figures as soon as he gets what he wants out of me, he leaves me in the dust. Girl, why are you bothered by this? Well, I don't need him anyways. I mean, he could be the one responsible for this after all. I don't think so. I guess I should stand up and investigate too. We're on a time limit here. I looked again. I've been trying not to look at the body, but if I want to investigate, I have to, won't I? Oh. Some of the others are hesitating like me, but most of the others are already searching around. Of course, they know what's at stake here. Still, there's a dead body right over there, just hanging. How can I possibly remain level-headed in this kind of scenario? Hey, Maggie? Oh, Mason? I was wondering, do you want to investigate with me? Huh? Really? Why? Well, it's just, we can't just sit around and let fate take its course. We can't give in no matter what. I don't want to be that scared little kid that I used to be. No matter how hard my heart may be beating in my chest, I have to ensure my survival. For my sister, if not for myself. You're the one who taught me that, you know? So, Mason, you've really grown, haven't you? You're right. I should learn to take my own advice. I think I'll be able to manage. Let's investigate together, Mason. Cool, investigate with Mason. Alright, what should we look into first? We could look around the crime scene by the shed, but there's also the area around where the statue used to be. The statue area. That's what I want to investigate first. While investigating the crime scene, the magnifying glass will appear with the mouse. Will appear when the mouse hovers over objects that still need to be investigated. Cause this, what the heck happened with this, bro? I still can't believe that big old statue got pretty much broken in half. Do you really think it was just broken apart? Huh? What do you mean? There's a bunch of pieces on the ground here beneath the statue. That's true, but take a look at the statue itself. Does it seem like it broke apart a little too cleanly? Oh, I think I see what you mean. There's this weird slanted incline here that's a bit too smooth. Call me crazy, but I feel like this is an important piece of evidence. You better keep it in mind. Right. Statue-based evidence added to inventory. Press the I key to see your inventory. Okay. This trail of blood. Huh. It looks like it leads from what's left of the statue all the way to the shed where the body ended up. This is... Oh, it's just so unbelievable. Ew. What is it? Don't look too closely at the trail, Maggie. There are little bits of rubble and flesh and bones scattered along the path. It's not pretty. Let's check out something else, okay? A trail of blood that leads from in front of the statue's base to the entrance of the shed. Wait, Mason, what are you doing? Digging through some of the rubble here in front of the statue's pedestal? I've done enough investigations in my day to know that we cannot leave any stone unturned. That being said, would you mind lending a hand? It's awfully heavy. Okay, let's do it. Hold on, that looks a bit suspicious, doesn't it? You're right. It's like a square cut. It's like a square cut in the ground itself. It's so subtle, I never would have noticed it if we weren't specifically looking around for something like this. What is this? I'm not sure. Let's try to pry it open with something. There has to be a shovel or something in the shed, right? You're right, I'll go grab it. Alright, come on now, reveal your secrets to us. You got it. Let's see what was uncovered. This is a remote. And not just any remote. Yep. This is one of those that are usually paired with the pull-a-tusk. Yeah, it's a pull-a-tusk, not no doggone pull-a-thon or whatever I said. A pull-a-tusk. Oh, that's the thing you were using in a trash chute a few days ago, wasn't it? That's right. I spotted one over by the shed before we left it. I bet this remote is related. But this remote is really banged up. It's completely inoperable. It's probably because of all the debris. When the statue fell, it must have gotten all smashed up. Still, I wonder why it was hidden like it was how it was. Do you think the killer was trying to hide evidence from us? Maybe. Oh, I guess he's thinking. Let's look somewhere else, okay, Maggie? Okay. Are we done looking over here? It seems so. Hi, Mackenzie. Oh, Mackenzie. Hey, are you gonna be okay? No, it's too much. This is just too much. I can't believe it either. She's gone, just like that. I remember the first day I came here. I was so looking forward to getting along with everyone. But now, look at this, Maggie. Look at me. Flower? It looks pretty beaten up. It's my fault, Maggie. I just can't do anything right. What? Mackenzie, that's not true. How can you say that? It's true, though. Just yesterday, I was talking to Zoya, and it was me who encouraged her to come here. Huh? What do you mean by that? It was for Patrick's sake. She wanted to give him some kind of gift to thank him for helping her or something like that. I was so glad that she'd come for me for something like that. It made me really happy. But I was the one who told her a flower would work. This flower I found right by the statue. Oh. So this was definitely a trap. Set for just whoever walked around there, I think. But how would they know that somebody was just gonna come there? Well, I guess anybody could have walked around there. I guess that's the point, huh? And that's this. Whoever did this, they're smart. Because this wasn't like, like this is a random target. Clearly, I think this is a random target, and it just so happened to be Zoya, unfortunately. Um, this must have been a gift to Patrick. Must have been her gift to Patrick. Picking it. That must have been the last thing she did before. I want to be able to convince her that a flower showing up here it's just some wild coincidence, but I can't. Despite the fact that we're in a park, the ground we're standing on isn't real dirt or grass. The only places flowers could have grown are over by the shed in the designated garden. What Mackenzie's saying is true. Zoe must have gone out her way to get that flower. It's not your fault how things turned out, Mackenzie. You had the best of intentions. Okay, but I'm still trying to figure out how they set this ish up. So like, they had to have the Politus like on the statue, right? But how they had the remote set up? Like, did they just... Okay, I guess we're gonna get there. You had the best of intentions. I know, but I can't pretend like this doesn't make it hurt all the more. I know how you feel. I do too, in a way. After all this, promise me that we'll make the Golden Foundation pay. It's all their fault any of this happened in the first place. That's right. It's no good to blame yourself. Thanks for opening up, Mackenzie. Yeah. I suppose I should try to pull myself together and keep investigating. Just give me a bit, okay? Flower evidence added to inventory. Okay. I think we've seen about everything there is to see here, Maggie. I think you're right. On to the shed then. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. There's no way around it. We're gonna have to investigate the body eventually. You're right. Well, let's go. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. What's that up there on the shed's roof? Oh, so this is a Politus you mentioned earlier. Yeah, the reason Zoya is suspended right now. I'm going to release the tension on the rope. That way we'll be able to investigate the body properly. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Despite Mason's best efforts, Zoya's body and the statue both hit the ground with a horrible crash. Are you ready, Maggie? Yes, I think so. I'm not. Oh gosh. Oh no. Hold on. The rope's coming out of the Politus here. It's not the same as the other day. Hey, you're right. If I remember my research correctly, they come equipped with a thick brown rope by default. It looks like someone replaced the standard rope with a thin semi-translucent variant. Something that could cut a statue? Or pull the mess out of it? I don't know. Now that you mention it, I think I've seen that type of rope on the shelf next to the Politus at the store. I'm willing to bet there was a reason they had to use this kind of rope. What do you mean? Put yourself in a killer's shoes. Every new complication a murderer adds to their plot is another piece of evidence that can be compiled against them. What I mean to say is, they wouldn't act unnecessarily. That's true. Well, I suppose it's time we turned our attention to the matter at hand. Politus evidence added to the inventory. The device found on the top of the ship was responsible for hoisting Zoya and the top of the statue into the air. A powerful wire that connected the Politus to the statue's neck. Okay, so it was wrapped around the statue's neck. Huh, okay. Oh my gosh. I found where the rope is connected. It's wrapped tightly around the statue's neck. The statue, huh? It's not tied around Zoya anywhere at all. Is it? Well, yeah, I wouldn't think so. Like, it had to be tied around the statue for it to come forward and stab her. Huh? Sorry, it might sound meaningless, but it is an important distinction to make. Think about it. What's the reason Zoya was strung up like that? I never thought about it. That makes sense. We still don't have the full picture. As for me, I'm starting to think that the scene ended up this way not because this was exactly how the killer intended, but because of circumstance. The way her body is displayed and the method of the murder could be linked in some way. His musket pierces through Zoya's torso. Okay, Maggie, you can do this. I have to look. I have to be able to piece together what happened. Oh, what an awful sight. I'll try my best to determine the cause of death. This is so much blood. Her body is so crumbled and beaten. She was impaled by the blade on the statue's musket, but beyond that, she was also crushed by his massive weight. It was over instantly. What do you mean by that? I heard the crash from far off, but no scream. Oh, so what happened just like that? Okay, well that makes sense. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if I'm right, but I want to believe she didn't have to suffer. I would hope so, but I feel like she still had to feel some type of pain. Unless she was like immediately crushed by the no, that doesn't make sense. Because was she right next to the statue? Unless she was immediately crushed by the statue and then pulled. Right, let's hope that was the case. Mason, did you find something? No, it's nothing. Her pockets, they were, empty. I don't think there's anything else for us here, Maggie. Let's not stay here any longer. All right now, Mason. I'm watching you. So I'm like, all right now, you's one using this Pilatos thing. You pretty smart. I'm just saying, you know, I ain't trying to point fingers. Maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe it's a double red herring with Aster and Mason, but I do think it was suspicious that you asked me to investigate with you. And your silence on that other part or whatever about something. I forgot exactly what it was, but your non-response to it was interesting. And you better have took nothing out of her pockets. Anyway, I think that about sums up everything here at the park. There's not much we haven't seen. And then it's easy to team up with me because I'm not finna be suspicious of you like everybody else is. So, it better not be you, Mason. Count your days if it is, so. I know you desperate to get out of here. Because you want to save your sister and all. You would sacrifice the rest of us to do it. But anyway, but I feel like, man, are more people really gonna get killed after this? Well, I feel like after this, obviously, it would get way more difficult to suss out who's the killer. But honestly, right now, I think it's Mason. I think it's Mason right now. Not even gonna hold you. Cause like, even if you want to think, oh, maybe it was the quiet one, Finn. For one, I don't think Finn would do it. Two, he just looked just as disturbed as everybody else. Mackenzie, I don't think so. Unless she's acting. I don't know, Mackenzie could have been acting, but I don't think Mackenzie did it. I don't think Mackenzie's a killer. Blake, I don't think so. Rain, absolutely not. Matt, no. Patrick, he definitely wouldn't do it. So really that only kind of, this seems kind of right up Mason's alley, but we're gonna see if I'm wrong. I think I might be getting a clearer picture of what's going on. Still, there's a lot of things that need to be explained, especially when it comes to the Pulitzers. Supposing Aster did kill Zoya, it doesn't seem like what had happened was a spur-of-the-moment decision. Yeah, which wouldn't make sense for Aster's case then. Because Aster doing that would definitely have been like a spur-of-the-moment type thing. I think at least. But still, her behavior is rather suspicious. We can't say she's not involved. Ugh, things just aren't adding up here. So, what should we do next? We're surprisingly on top of this whole investigating thing. Let me think. We need to source the Pulitzers, find out where it came from and when. We know where it came from. Yeah, I can do that. Or maybe you didn't. You know what? Maybe you didn't do it. Sorry, Mason. Because I'm just like, who else bought a Pulitzers? I don't know. Wait. I'm sorry, but before that, there's one more place I can't overlook. Okay. So it is here. I'm relieved. I even dropped the remote for this one down the trash chute, so there's no way it could have been used for the crime, but still, I need to check. I didn't mean to accuse you or anything. You just had to see it for yourself, didn't you? So, don't worry. I understand. I took your Pulitzers back to my room after we talked that day and haven't moved it since. Hey, Maggie? Thanks. Huh? What for? For stopping me on that day and for hearing me out. What? But I should be apologizing to you. You were right about everything and I ignored you. I should have taken you more seriously. That's true, but what you said wasn't wrong either. Yesterday in the kitchen, the three of you barely made it out with your lives. And that was with you supporting each other and all of us backing you up. If I had tried to escape on my own, there was no way I would still be alive right now. And besides, even if I somehow managed it, I don't know if I could live with myself knowing that you all would be stuck here. Mason, if I'm going to be stuck here, fighting for survival day after day, well, I'm glad it's you I'm fighting with. I feel the same way. Well, it's about time we headed out to the store, isn't it? Let's go then. Okay, Maggie, we about to have you a whole roster of men. Finn, Mason, Blake. Oh, because somebody might try to accuse me, so. Confiscated Pulitzers or Mason. They might try to accuse Mason, maybe. To be clear, you didn't sell a Pulitzers to anyone else but me, did you? No, I'm certain that I didn't. I have no idea where the one at the crime scene came from. Maybe it was their secret item. Maybe. But who bought the rope thing? Unless that was also something that could have been found. It seems like there are 3 left on the shelf here. Do you keep track of the inventory for each item by chance? You should. I think the register does that for me. Let me check. It says here there should be 4 left in stock. It also says that, so somebody stole something and it deducted from your points? How? So then, someone must have taken a Pulitzers from the store without checking out. What? I don't understand how that could happen. They're so bulky that no one could sneak it out without me noticing. How about when you're not here? Do you lock the door every time you're done for today? Of course. I may not look like it, but I've been taking my job really seriously. Then, how about the window? The window? Yeah, the window. Heck, it's unlocked. I think we found our point of entry. No way. Wait, was it Finn? No, Finn. Please no. Cause who else could have thought about the window? Or I guess maybe anybody could try. Unless it was really Mason, because I know Mason came through that window. But who else witnessed him coming through the window besides Finn and Alex, I think. We'll see. We may know how our perpetrator got in, but how they lugged this thing all the way to the park unnoticed is beyond me. Come on, let's try to follow their steps. Let's see. They'll have to pass by the jail and bank, cross the street and cut by the clinic to make it to the park. Wait, so isn't this a store? And no one saw them carrying the bullets during that time? Even if they thought nothing of it then, surely they'll mention it now. There's still time. Everyone's still conducting their own investigations. We'll probably learn more from the others during the trial. I really hope we do. Go to the store that faces the alleyway by the jail and bank. Cause who else came through the window? Calvin's come through the window before, I think, or exited out the window. So I guess it's possible anybody could have done it. And not just people that we've witnessed do it or we know was in the room when it happened, I guess. Huh? Is Calvin outside the jail? That reminds me. Hey Mason, if there's nowhere else we want to check, should we try talking to Aster? I was actually about to suggest the same thing, though it might be hard to get anything out of her. You should choose your words carefully. Oh gosh. Calvin, hi. Is Aster here? Yep. Boss man and Pat the Rick. Pat the Rick went to scope out the scene. I was with them for a bit, but I sniffed out something I thought you might want to see. Really? Oh, you found something? What? In one of the bushes off the corner of the park. But the park laid this strange thing. It looks like a camera? Or is that something else? Or is that the thing I don't know. Was that the thing the rope was in? What was it? Not sure. No one is. Could it be another example of the Golden Foundation's secret technology? I've never seen anything like this. This isn't from the store then? That's why I waited here to hear from Maggie. No, it's not. Thanks for showing me. One thing's for certain. If it was hidden away in the bush but in the park, then it has to be related to the murder. Crap, how did I miss this? Can I even call myself a theorist at this point? Don't worry, Mason. Calvin just has a unique way of looking at the world. If the kaiju only ever attack the one city, no one expects it. When a Calvinosaurus strikes elsewhere. Yeah. Still, I'm embarrassed that I missed such a key piece of evidence. Hang on to that for us, okay, Calvin? We're going to head inside. Yep. Good luck. Maggie, what are you waiting for? Mason, can I ask you what outside? I want to talk to her one-on-one. Oh. Sorry, Maggie, I can't let you do that. What? Do you not trust me? It's not like that. Need to be able to hear her testimony too. In fact, I can't even corroborate what she says with you. I won't get in the way, I promise. After all, I know you have a better chance at getting information out of her than I do. Okay then, let's go. Aster. Hi. Jeez, this is nerve-wracking. I'm not really sure if Aster really killed Zoya, but there's a chance that I'm talking to a murderer right now. I want to talk about what happened. Why my innocence will be proven before long. It's obvious that it had nothing to do with this. No, it's not obvious at all, actually. That may be true, but if you're so sure that you didn't do it, then convince me why that is. Let me help you. You wish to help me? Yes, it's true. And I think you want my help too. You're just too afraid to ask. What? The other day you tried to convince me that you hated me, but I just don't think that's true. The look in your eye, it was like a cry for help, and last night it was the same. You don't have anyone to turn to here, do you? When you were at your most desperate, the person you were looking for was me. Please, Aster, you have to tell me, what you were after last night and what happened to Zoya. They're connected, aren't they? I've already told you. I did not murder Zoya. Okay, I'm not saying you did. Not necessarily, but what you were after last night, you have it now, don't you? That is correct. Then tell me, please, what did you want from me? What does your mother have to do with this? I refuse to say. It's a matter of unparalleled importance. I will not claim that it's completely unrelated to the case, but I will say this. Lives are at stake. I refuse to put the salvation of those precious few humans in greater jeopardy. I will protect Mother at all costs. Aster. Her resolve is terrifying. There are humans there are precious to her? She's never mentioned that before. I think I might finally be peeling back the layers of this person called Aster. With just a little more time, I might actually come to understand her. Ding dong, time's up. I hope you gathered enough evidence because the time for the trial is here. No way, already? Oh, anyone who has not arrived at their podium in the room of judgment within 5 minutes will be disposed of. See you soon. So it's time. I just hope we'll be able to piece everything together. I'm going to open the cell now. You better move. I'm sure Aster won't cause any problems. I am going to stop it right here. We're gonna find out who killed Zoya in the next video. So I hope this video was entertaining for you. I'm not sure if it was very fun. I hope it was good background noise. Whatever it was for you, I hope it was mostly positive. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.